Hello YouTube, I'm back with the next Battlebots toy review, and today I have the Deluxe Metal Mechanics Minion, which is actually a part of, you actually had to buy this kit, and you had the choice of building either Minion or Deadblow, which is actually, it's kind of clever, because that means you have to buy two kits to end up building both, and actually have both at the same time. This is a very accurate representation of Minion. If you remember Minion, it didn't do so well in Season 2, even though this is the Season 2 design for the most part. It's very well detailed. These are decals you actually can put on there. These came out a little later, because if you look at the name, see if I can get a good shot at the decals here. You can see it says Battlebots at the top. That was not always a part of it. That was actually added later to later editions, even the Backlash I'm going to show for a comparison has it too. But this kit actually came with a total of 6 wheels. You had 1 motor, 1 chassis, because believe it or not, yeah, you can actually, some of this chassis actually comes apart. You won't notice it here though, because I put it together. Because this chassis was from Minion, this outer shell here was from Minion, and then this center part could have additional parts attached. But I'm not going to review Deadblow. I never figured out how to get Deadblow's weapon to connect properly. The instructions were pretty vague, I think. Maybe just my young mind unable to grasp it, but here I've got Minion's Rescue Saw. You can also put in Jaws, the Mace, and a set of 3 saw blades here. One of them actually comes off, though that may be just the glue that held it together has finally failed. But this is really nice. You've got the front Minions. This actually detaches. Which is kind of a shame, because I'd rather have it stay in place most of the time. But yeah, there's not much to it. Believe it or not, there isn't really anything that attaches underneath here. I think it's more decorative than anything else. Yeah, I guess there's a plate there. Okay, I see. There's a plate underneath the wedge is actually the plate that connects it here. But it's not very good, not very stable. In fact, the kit wasn't very stable either, because there's nothing that screws this these roll bars here in place. I actually had to glue them in. But it's got the covering. They even went to the liberty of actually including the little winner pogs on the side here. The wheels are pretty accurate for Minion. They don't really work so well for Deadblow. Anyway, I actually colored them in with a Sharpie to get them more of a realistic appearance. That's why they look kind of purpley blue. But they're really more gray. It's very accurate. It's got the saw here. And it was a nice idea. The box art really doesn't show it all that well. They kind of had Deadblow and Minion as kind of as the same weight class, or I guess maybe as a fun match. But there's no way Deadblow would be able to get through the Lexan armor of Minion. Really, they're 2 different weight classes. At least in the show, they were. Deadblow was a middleweight, Minion was a super heavyweight. But it's kind of, I don't know. One of them, obviously, they probably were going more for a, let's put them in the same weight class. The colors are a little off there. Minion's a lot more blue on the box than it actually is here. This is a lot more accurate for Minion. But for a size comparison, I have Backlash. So put them side by side to get a little bit of an idea. They're about the same size, I guess. A little bit. Maybe Minion's a little bit bigger, probably partly because of, the size of the kit, and partly because of the wedges. It's a little longer. There's the Backlash to show you. This is a later version of the kit. The original kit does not have this Battlebots name on there. That's added later. You can tell it's the Season 3.0 Backlash. I'm not really going to put on the extra weapons. That would take too long, and I don't think it's what you're interested in seeing. You probably want to see this thing work. Unfortunately, it's also child-friendly, but the weapon works. It doesn't have the actual belt coupling over here, so I kind of had to put a makeshift. I just put the... it works fine without it, though, anyway. Well, unfortunately, see, it's child safe, so the weapon will stop every time you put it in there, and that applies to all the weapons. It's not bad. The weapon spins at a pretty high rate. Yeah, it doesn't have the flywheel or anything like that Minion had in later seasons, but it's very accurate. The only thing I'm missing here are the little hoops there that go inside here on the center wheel, but I'd say it's very accurate to Minion. You even got all the decals right. They went down to every last detail here. So it's a great kit. It was pretty expensive. It was around 40 bucks though, I think. Probably because of all the stuff you get included. You'd have to basically spend 80 bucks to actually build both kits, but again, I never figured out how to get Deadpool's weapon to work, so I couldn't properly review it as is. So yeah, that's my review on the Deluxe Metal Mechanics Minion. Thanks for watching.